And yes, it's time, it's time, it's time again. Welcome to the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show. Okay. Happy Thursday. Or 12:30 in Vienna in the morning. Happy Friday to my friends from Europe. And we're talking to England and America. And I'm still waiting to get people from the North Pole or the South Pole. That's my goal. When I get people from, I want both of the poles. When I get that, uh, damn it, then I tell you, man, then I retire the show. It might take me 10 years, might take me 20 years. I don't care. I'm staying until I want to talk to the North Pole. I want to talk to the South Pole. Welcome to the show. Yeah, Kush made it first. Hey, and you know what the prize is for getting in first? You get nothing. Welcome, guys. This is my favorite part. I get to do fucking nothing as well. Everybody gets to be polite, cordial, maybe say hello, maybe offer somebody a drink, maybe hand a spliff over. I have only one thing that I have to do, polish off this beer and officially call it wine o'clock. Mike's in the house. Tony's here. I tell you, yesterday's show, it's going to be hard to top yesterday's show. Yesterday's show was really great. Jebby was on, and then he handed like a million people over to see me. And we had Ben Arson on, and my buddy Phil Vinehari, he's trying to get on. And so we're trying to get some new people. And it looks like there's a bunch of, I don't know, two people called Slab. I was hanging around in the chats today. And it looks like the Slabs might come over. We have to see. Ooh, my first sound. But this is the part, yeah, everybody gets to say hi and all that stuff. I'm getting good. I remembered to turn the sound back up. Good. Fucking everything. That means CF is in the house. Welcome back to the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show, CF. Always welcome. And I also want to say hello. Oh, the Slabs are here. Welcome, Bouncer Slab. That's a new name for me. And welcome to the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show. I hope you enjoy yourself. Wake up the kids. Depends on what time zone you're in. Maybe Bouncer Slab will want to be on the show later. I take phone calls at the top of the hour. Get your Google Hangout set up. Oh, I'm supposed to do the sound bullshit stuff. Okay, hold on. I'm already trying to be like pro here and impress everybody. I mean, I don't have the fucking sounds ready. Oh shit, I lost that sound. Hold on a second. Okay. It's not gonna work. Oh no, it's a total bust out. The Slabs are gonna leave me. Oh no. At the top of the hour, I'd like to take hold on, I gotta try to find this here. This is the first 15 minutes. You guys say hi to each other and all that stuff, and I try to pretend like I'm entertaining. Where did I lose that sound to? Oh, hold on, is it here? No, I'm not paying attention. A lot of things I'm not paying, which is good. Okay, I have to go way. I'm on my YouTube page. How come I haven't put these sounds on? I may have deleted them by accident. Oh shit. Hold on. Anyway, you guys are all saying hi to each other. I'm doing research. This is my damn show. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I really don't have, there's two sounds that I'm missing right now. Oh, that sucks. Oh, wait, at the top of the hour, I like to, okay, I've shifted. At the top of the hour, I like to call up somebody. I use Google Hangouts. What you need to do is send me your email address. I will not share it with anybody. To Alec Whittier, the page you're watching. Send it to Alec Whittier at hotmail.com. And then I plug it into the Google Hangouts thing, and for some reason it works. We hear your voice. I don't know how to show your face yet and all that stuff. I will figure that stuff out by the end of the month. I'm going to go back to the real Blackie Fitzpatrick page, but I got banned for playing Duran Duran. Princess Chewy's in the house. James Roberts in the house. We got Mama Slab and Bouncer Slab. This is the type of thing. You guys are new. Press like and subscribe and ring the bell and all that bullshit. And if you're rich, buy 10 of my books. Donna's in the house. Oh, we're getting a good crowd. Maybe a lot of people who were here from yesterday. And a bunch of new people. I like that when the crowd grows. Faces change. There's some other new person who we're supposed to see. Ben Arson's in the house. He says, hey guys. I'm not supposed to read anything yet. Shit, it's only been 4 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes now exactly. I'm already fucking bored. Okay, I'm because I'm not drinking. Okay. Okay, it's official. It's wine o'clock. I don't want to be rude. I am drinking the Baron Duval. It's a 2016 Cabernet Sauvignon from. It says made in France, and in Vienna it costs $2.99, and in America it costs $17. Give me a fucking break, man. I don't know what's wrong with that, sis. There's something funny going on. I'm from Boston, guys. I'm living here. I work and live in Europe, and they're giving wine away. Good wine. Fucking A, man. They're giving it away for $2.99. All winos, please come to Vienna. This is kind of my new joke for the last week. If you want to be a wino, professional wino, this is the place to do. Come to Vienna. They're giving the shit away, man. You sit on the street and beg, you get $2.99 in like fucking, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. Get a bottle of wine. Finish the wine. Go back to the street. Beg for 10, 15 minutes. It's a city here, right? Get another bottle of wine. A real winer would have about 3 bottles a day, maybe a little bit of water, 3 bottles and some water, and you could probably live for about 10 years. So if you want a slow suicide, 10-year suicide with really good wine, come to Vienna. Kurt's in the house. I like that. Kurt was on the chat with JB. That was hilarious. Harley Girl got it a couple of days before. And now Kurt got 2 apologies from JB. I'm not supposed to read yet, but I'm saying hi to names and all that stuff. So, oh, he says I can't hear a thing. It's happy hour where I am at. So, okay, he's doing the chat thing. Okay, good. I'm not going to talk to Kurt anymore. He's doing the chat thing. This is the girl that I wanted to say hello to. Carolyn Hall is a new name in my life. JB says it's an old name from his life. Welcome to the Blackie Fitzpatrick show. She says, Kurt, aren't you out at my pool? It's 90 degrees. Ooh, that sounds like an invitation to Florida. Or maybe the Caribbean. She could be on vacation. Yeah, Carolyn, if you missed my, I like to have new people on. I like to have my old stars as well. But I like to have 2 or 3 people that I'd like to talk to. We use Google Hangouts. So if you want to fire up Google Hangouts at the top of the hour, I'm going to make a couple of phone calls. Send me your email address to Alec Whittier, the page you're watching, at hotmail.com. And then we can hook up and we can hear your voice. Sometimes people like to put a voice to the letter C in a green circle. Zero's in the house. He says, yo, Blackie, what's good, man? This fucking wine. Cheers. Yeah, I can also confirm from being at the chats. I saw Zero, and Zero internet problem is bye-bye. So it looks like Zero, you're going to be going on at 9:30 tonight, Eastern Standard Time. I know, and I'm sorry if I missed somebody's names. And I have it on slow mode. It's going so bloody fucking fast for me. I can't keep up, especially if I'm having a sip of the wine and all that stuff. But yesterday's show was fucking amazing. It was really good. It was really good. It was exciting. It was fun. Today's show is probably going to suck, but it looks like it's a pretty good beginning. Tony says, "How many English are here?" That's a good question. Ooh, I know you're English. I haven't seen anybody else. To be honest with you, I think you're the only fucking English bastard. Zero says, "Yes, sir. I will be coming on at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time." That's great. I try to stay awake for that, but usually that's past my bedtime. It's 3:30 in the morning in Vienna. Sometimes I do stay awake a little bit late, and then we'll see. Ben says he would like to talk to me at 12 o'clock. Well, we'll see. I always have a policy, ladies first. I'm just fucking with you, Ben. Yeah, Ben, you can come on. I'm not supposed to read yet. Stop being funny. Okay, now I have to tell a story. What did I do today? I played some music. Actually, I didn't really play music. Yeah, I did a little bit, but I was reading music. Does that sound boring? I was reading music and writing music notes down for a song that I wrote like 3 years ago, and I have to relearn it. Okay, that sounds really boring. That's what I did today. I spent some time with my daughter. I like that quality time on the internet with my daughter, but it's kind of the same thing that I have with you guys, except I don't say "I love you," "I love you." It's kind of a different type of relationship that I have with you guys. It still is a form of love, but so I got to, and I saw my mom. We talked to my mom for a little bit, and that's good. And Isabella's been working like crazy, so I haven't really seen Isabella a lot. But she's like, "I'm fucking tired. I'm going to bed early tonight," so she's not going to come on the show tonight. There's a rumor we might leave Vienna tomorrow, so maybe it's a rumor. Maybe I'll be doing the show from a secret location tomorrow. Possible. We'll have to see. Tony says there's only about 40 million English in the world. A lot more than that, man. Okay, 5 minutes. I'm going to really start to read. That's right. Wine o'clock. I already said that one. Who gives a shit? I can't believe that he said, "Damn it, I can't hear a thing." Blessing? Yeah, it is a blessing. I lost like two of my sounds. Those are the good ones. I said I was going to drop it, but that's okay. I only got to do one sound. Okay, here's what I like to do in a pinch. This is always fun.
Американская фирма Transceptor Technology приступила к производству компьютеров «Персональный спутник».
Okay, that's like one of my sounds. I like to do funny sounds. David Letterman, he always used to, crinkle up. He had jokes or whatever. If a joke didn't work, he would throw it behind his back. And it would be the sound of a smashing window, a piece of glass falling on the ground. That's a funny joke. Today, Letterman did. I said Letterman. Today, Trump did it. I watched until they cut it off. I watched the first part of Trump's speech in West Virginia. He was hilarious. At the end of his speech, he had his tiny piece of paper with 2 paragraphs, and he says, and he talked for he was totally off script. It was great. He talked for I don't know, 20, 25 minutes. All the television stations were like, "Shut up! We want to play commercials. This is great stuff, but take a break." And so he said, "Look, they told me I was supposed to say this." He says, "I started the first sentence. He said it was boring, and then he threw the paper in the air. It was hilarious, and it floated around." If anybody saw that, that's funny. That's classic Trump, man. Press 1 if you saw him do that. If not, find it in a rewind or whatever. You have to find it again. But he just, watch the speech. He was brilliant, very, very total off the cuff. Brilliant. And he takes the same joke from Letterman. He's like, "Oh, I should. Here's my script. Fuck it." Kurt says, "Blackie, you need a weather girl." Correct. Actually, no, that's correct. I should have a weather girl. I should have a weather girl. That'd be great, actually. Someone to tell the weather. I could get the Walrus to do it. Yeah, Donna saw it. Yeah, that was great. It was classic. He had a smile on his face, and everybody was laughing. I mean, he totally commands everything. He is our commander-in-chief. But that was a great speech today. And I was watching it on CBS, and then at the top of the hour, they were like, "Oh, we have to pause for a commercial break." And I'm like, "Fuck you." And then I couldn't find Gramps. And I went to the other things, and everybody else, Fox was on commercials. Nobody was playing it. And I was like, "That's fucking sucks." CS saw it. Jones saw it. It was great. He's like, "Why am I supposed to read this rubbish?" And it was a tiny piece of paper. He threw it away after he gave a great speech. And he was just himself. It was brilliant. I'm so proud of our president. I'm so proud of our president. Kurt says, "You're not supposed to be funny now." He can't even hear anything funny. He says, "What? Remember, I can't hear." Kurt's on fire today. That's good. Live on air news. Yeah. It was on loan. Okay. I don't know that one, but live on air news. Okay, I saw it on CBS, and then they killed it at the top of the hour so they could put in commercials, and then they went to a different story. And same thing with Fox. They went to a different story. Kurt says, "No, Tony, not a weather girl. No, a weather girl, not a weather hoe." Okay. That's good. You guys aren't supposed to be funny. Okay, it's almost 45. I'm gonna cheers again. Wow. Oh man. Okay, that stuff is good. Okay. Uh, Tony says I wasn't talking about the weather, Kurt. Ben says my mic finally works. I don't have to change it all the time anymore. That's good. Donna says cushion harm and I are mod there. Cool. I missed what you said earlier. I'm starting to read now. What's up, Kim? Just get a. Yeah, I already had that joke in my head. Kim says just get a wig, and I think he said beat your hands on your chest to make the helicopter weather alerts. That's a good idea, actually. That was funny. Tony, Kurt says, shame. Oh, I forgot to say, and this show is co-starring the Zippo. The sound you hear is the Zippo. Kurt says, Tony, wet and hotter is the forecast. Oh, well, Kurt's in a bar, so hopefully he will get his prognosis. Yeah, this is the part where I try to see if the chat is interesting enough, and then I try to tell funny stories around what your funny stories is, and then. But if you want to, we can talk about something serious. I don't give a fuck. If you want to, we can continue talking about the politics news of the day. I don't give a fuck. The show is about acceptance. The show is about. I mean, I think the word "I don't give a fuck." I learned that in Boston. All the smart guys that I knew when I was working in Boston, I would say, "Hey, what up, man?" And they say, "I don't give a fuck." They were good workers. But it was like, this is in the late 80s, early 90s. And if you're a smart, intelligent man, to be a man, you have to be 30 or over. Sorry, Ben. And everyone would say, I don't give a fuck. And, which means they really do care, because they care about things that make them happy. But the small talk, they're like, they don't care. But I don't give a fuck. Talk about something important. So if you want to talk about something important, we can do that too. Otherwise, we can talk about I don't give a fuck. Shit. So we can talk about whatever the fuck it is. CF says she's got to go. She says, I've got to cook for everyone. That's okay. You'll come back when you're back. CF's one of the good gals. Joan says, correct. Yeah, Tony says, Kurt's going to make love to a warm bottle of beer. Laugh out loud. Correct. Yeah, that's what Joan said. That's a good one. Kim said, nice this morning. Snowing. Now in Indiana. Ooh, that's a type of thing we like. Speaking of putting on wigs and doing a weather forecast, the latest report coming from Indiana, I have no wig, is it is snowing. Breaking news for April. We are breaking a record here. That's pretty good. Ouch. Fucking beat my chest. Tony says, Blackie, do you remember Eric Bristow from England? No. You can tell us about who he is, or everybody can Google the name. Ouch, that really hurt, man. I'm a total pussy. I can't remember the last time I beat my chest like that. I don't think I ever beat it in my chest like that before. It's funny. I like to. I remember watching Fleetwood Mac. I'm a music guy here, and Fleetwood Mac was really, really great. When I saw them live in the '80s. Mick Fleetwood did his drum solo, and he had all these like trigger sound things. It's the earlier of the digital days, and like so, if he jumped on his feet, it would be a sound. Two different sounds with each foot, and so forth. And he was just hitting his whole body. It was like a circus sideshow. It was hilarious, with 40,000 people in Boston, and he's like, blah, 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 blah. It was really fucking great. And how the fuck drunk was he, man? No, I am a Fleetwood Mac fan, so I'm not making fun of them. James says, Meatwood flag. That's funny. That's almost like a Slab joke. Speaking of Slab says, still here, but company won't leave. Okay, I believe that. Ben says, I'm going to watch Trump's speech later. It wasn't like one of these big speeches. But it was televised for the first half. And then when he started, really interviewing one-on-one with all the people, that's where I think it gets even more interesting. But when he was talking, it's fucking jokes the whole time, man. He's fucking hilarious, man. I love it. No, yeah, exactly. Kim says Trump was good. Border patrol increase until the wall is built. Here's what I learned over the last 24 hours or 36 hours is that at least the propaganda told me that Obama and Bush had done the same thing. So this is not like a new idea. And I mean, I heard this from our Secretary of Border Security. I can't remember her name, the blonde girl, so she says it's not an original idea. The last two presidents did it, so we're just doing it again, but we're going to do it a little bit more. Yeah, the stock market's doing great, Kim says. Yep, correct. I was watching the numbers today. And they're going up and down. It doesn't really matter. It's totally going up. Bouncer says, I just want to be fucking free again. Correct. Freedom is something, if you don't really recognize it until you lose it. And Tony knows about losing freedom. When you lose it, then it's like, oh, shit, I like that freedom. I want to have it back again. Now, Tony brings up the word Hillary. Trump got a great joke in about when Hillary did he was like, yeah, last time Hillary was here in West Virginia, she fucked that one up. He didn't obviously swear, but he was like, she fucked that one up. The whole room was laughing. They were like, fucking anyway. She goes straight into the middle of coal country and she says, we're taking away all your coal jobs. And everybody was going, huh? Trump kicked ass in fucking West Virginia. So, and to be honest with you, I like that guy. That guy was saying, he says for decades now, everybody's been putting a bullseye on West Virginia, and Trump's the first president to take off the target and actually be nice to West Virginia. Hey, that's part of our country, right? I think isn't Dolly Parton from West Virginia? Or is that Kentucky? Correct me, my smart people here. Oh, having a beer's in here. Cheers. Good. Every time I see beer, I got to drink. Kurt says, yeah, sup, blue man. That's funny. It looks like Kurt can't hear anything. He's only reading the chats and looking at colors. And making his beer warm. No, it's okay. In 8 minutes, I'm gonna fire up my Google Hangouts. I'm gonna try to be strict. Isabel's gotta wake up early, and I'm gonna do a 1 hour show. We can hang out in different chats and all that stuff later. Zero's gonna be on at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Is that correct? Yeah, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Joan says she's from Tennessee. Anyway, I only met one girl from West Virginia, and I said, dang girl, what's it like? She's a really, really nice girl, very, very smart too. I met her in Florida, and she said it's different, but I got no problems with any state in America. I got no problems with Puerto Rico. I got no problems with Guam. Okay, any of our territories. Oh, here's a new name. Marisville. Ooh, it says, hi all. I'm just listening because I'm driving. Actually, and running into the wine shop. ATM. Oh, okay. Well, welcome, Maris. I'm not sure where you're from, but I'm sure you're cool. I don't even give a shit. Beer's already checking you out, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Kurt, I already told him he can't hear anything here. And I'm reading Blackie's lips. Ain't getting it done. Kurt, that's funny, man. I tried reading them in Braille, Kurt. Says, Tony, good advice. Tony, correct. Well, that's actually really, really good advice. Ben Osmond says, wasn't it a joke? I'm not sure what he's talking about. Okay, I lost that one. Dick Rundell, what the fuck? And hello again to all my lurkers. I know I have a lot of lurkers. Hello to the lurkers. Some people have jobs. Some people are running to the wine shop to take out money or whatever. There's a lot of different reasons why. Maybe they're. I mean, the other day, actually, what's it today? Actually, JB was like, he said, "Blackie, you still on my show? You still here? You still here?" And I had to put down. I had potato chips, and they're all greasy. And I'm like, before So I had to clean my hands, and I was like, mofo, I'm fucking eating potato chips. Give me a break, man. I don't have to write everything every minute. Fucking A, man. You're allowed to lurk, okay? You write sup, you write hello or whatever, and then you don't have to say anything ever again. You just show up once. That's okay. If you want to join the conversation, that's fine. But if I want to eat potato chips, then I eat potato chips. Looks like JB passed out. He said something about he was going to go get some food, take a nap, and JB's asleep. But he'll probably come on after me. That would be perfect timing. If he wakes up like in the next 20, 30 minutes or something. And if he wakes up, and then he can go on for a while, and then we hand everything over to Zero. And this is the type of thing I've been dreaming about for months. It's like, I just want to do a 1 hour show. I want 6:30 to 7:30. And I'm trying to make a professional show and get everybody involved here. And we like to hear different voices, and we like funny jokes. We also can talk about serious things. I've had a lot of interviews with people, and I feel like I'm like Dr. Ruth sometimes. Sometimes I feel like what the fuck is it? A Fraser Crane. It's like I'm all ears, and then people say stuff to me, and I go, "Holy fucking shit!" They're actually talking about something really serious, and I can shift into the serious Blackie Fitzpatrick, or we can just make it funny, and I can pretend like I'm Don Rickles. Yeah, that's what I said, James. Yeah. He's taking a well-deserved nap. He needs it. I like my sleep too. I'll be honest with you. Sleep is great, especially if you drink wine and smoke cigarettes like JB and I do. If we're sleeping, that means we're not drinking and smoking. I think our doctors like that. Zygo's in the house. It's great. As one leaves, another one comes, and it bounces all around. Press like and subscribe and ring the bells. And if you're rich, buy my book. Buy 10 of my books. I'm trying to come up with a new slogan. If you love my show, you'll love my book. It costs the same as this bottle in America, but this is $2.99. Mine is $17.99, I think, or whatever, on Amazon.com or Barnes and Noble or whatever the fuck. And if you love my show, you'll love my book. I feel so stupid trying to be I'm not a salesman. I'm a terrible salesman, I'll be honest with you. And so was David Letterman when he was trying to sell. What was the first book he was selling? It was like, oh, here's a book my producers told me I should sell. Or NBC said, oh, and it's a tiny, tiny book, just like my book, actually. It's a small, it's like a toilet, one of the books that you put into the toilet, right? And it was David Letterman's top 10 list. And it was like, I don't know, the first 1,000 shows, 1,000 top 10 lists. So 1,000, no, it was even less. I don't know what the fuck it was. But yeah, buy this. If you like my show, then if you love my show, you're going to love my fucking book. And if you're rich, buy 10 of them. My daughter needs braces in 2 years, okay? Mike says, Blackie, Don Rickles is my spirit animal. Can't you tell? Oh, I love Don Rickles. Don Rickles is, and God rest his soul, he lived a great, super great life. And Don Rickles is fucking, and this is what, hold on, that wasn't a proper sentence. He's fucking great because he pretends to be an asshole, but this guy has the most love in his heart. And Don Rickles is super great. I mean, Don Rickles is, for me, is up there with like the top. I mean, Don Rickles of his time is super great. You can't beat that one. Kurt says, someone asked me if I smoked after sex. I said, I never looked. Yeah, yes, James. James Roberts says, did he die? Yeah, he croaked. Mike says, correct. Okay. It's getting closer to the top of the hour. I know I'm missing a lot of the chat, so it doesn't matter. I don't think anybody. Does anybody get insulted if I miss what you wrote to me? Does it actually hurt your feelings? Press 1. No, that's not a question. I'm on all these chats too, and it's like, oh well. Nobody read what I wrote. Who cares? Doesn't. That's where I go back to Boston. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Ben cares. Whatever. When you grow up, you won't give a fuck. Okay. I'm reading you half the time, but I can't read everything. This thing, and I'm on slow mode, and this fucking thing moves fast. Okay, I know I gave. There's a bunch of new people here, and I'm going to open up my Google Hangouts now. It is now top of the hour, and I hope wine with the WH. That's a good one, John. I'm opening up Google Hangouts. I pressed a couple of the buttons. Kazam! Wow, my Google Hangouts. It's gonna. I think. Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button. I'm so professional. I love that part. I have to go down here. Hangouts. Okay. And it says "Hallo Alec." Everything is written in German here for me. That's great. Okay, good. Nothing shows up on top. It's green. Now I go to my Hotmail. Find out how many people have spammed me. I haven't checked out my Hotmail since yesterday. Let's see how many deranged people wrote to me that they're going to kill my page. I get this one every day. It's so funny. The fun thing about doing live streaming every day is that deranged people like to pretend to harass me. Give me a fucking break. You think I give a shit? Try to touch my fucking ass? Give me a break, man. I don't even care. I go see how many I got. Usually it's gone down recently, but yesterday was a good show. Yep. Oh, see, I got no deranged people today. They're finally getting bored. They said, final warning. We're shutting down your YouTube. We're shutting down your Hotmail. We're shutting down everything. Oh, today I got nothing. That's interesting. Oh, last night's show I had no thumbs down. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, I do have a new, let's take a look at this one. Oh, okay. This is the one I think from, I can't remember who sent this to me. But that's not, okay, so it looks like nobody new wants to be on my show. So, I'm going to go back to Google Hangouts. Ooh, I'm going to look and see. Is anybody green? And I always tell everybody, turn it off, man. Otherwise, I'm going to call you. Turn it off. Yeah, everybody turn it off. You guys are getting really good at this. Like, oh, fuck, Blackie's on. He's going to fucking call. Yep, turn it off. Damn, everybody turn it off. I have no greens at all. Okay, I have to do I have to do crank phone calls. Okay. Ooh, somebody just turned on green. It's fucking hilarious, man. I love this shit. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Hello.
Hey there.
Tell us your name and tell us your time zone.
Give me a sec. Let me turn off the volume here.
Yep, you know the drill. You've been on my show before.
Yeah.
You know the drill.
There we go. No. Alrighty.
Tell us your name and tell us your time zone.
Crap. One more time. There we go. It's dead. All right. Yeah. Let's see. It's from Central Time Zone, and it's Gonzo, also known as Michael Gonzalez.
You like it when I call you Mike, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike.
Okay, Mike, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. You have the floor.
Okay. Well, let's see what's going on in this neck of the woods. Well, the biggest thing for me personally, went to the doctor because I'm a sick middle-aged man, and they said that my heart rate is good with the medication. So now I'll stop being like a senior citizen and whining about my health.
Okay, Mike. Mike, do you want to share your age?
Yes, I am 53 years old, and I have had diabetes for 20 years now.
Okay. Keep on going.
All right. And for those of you who remember, I burned out my pancreas or something or other because because, you know, I used to do 7 Long Island iced teas a night.
Ooh, a little bit of a drinker.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
And I realized that maybe I should go down to 6 or stay at 7 the one time I had the 8. And
Yeah.
I
Shit.
and I had to put the 8th one back in the glass about 5 minutes after I drank it. The bartender was not too happy about that.
Oh no. Okay. Remind all the we have some young listeners here. How many spirits go into a Long Island iced tea?
At least 5,
Correct.
because you're talking about vodka, gin, tequila, triple sec, rum, and a spritzer of Coke, and some kind of like sour lemon juicy kind of additive in there. So when you put it together, if it's done well, you don't realize just what you're in for.
No, I'll be honest with you. I don't drink Long Island iced tea a lot, but when I was younger, in my 20s, I used to drink it, and I was like, I don't feel anything. Let me have another one.
Yes, and by the time you drink, a lot, you know, by the time you're on like number 3, you realize, oh my God, this is almost as bad as sake.
And the funny thing is, when I used to be a waiter in the restaurant business, Long Island iced tea, I would never write the word out. I would just write lit. And every time I was serving that drink, I was like, "You're gonna get lit, Long Island iced tea." I just wrote LIT. I was like, "Yep, that's lit." Fucking hell.
Yep.
So,
Let's see.
okay, so does that mean? Hold on a second. But vodka and tequila are completely different. What's your favorite one between the two?
Vodka.
Okay, me too.
I don't like tequila.
I don't like tequila
Yeah.
either.
Well, I don't like regular tequila. I was a naughty boy. I'm not supposed to really drink. I was recently introduced to flavored tequila, and I was really liking it.
Ooh.
Somebody had decided to make cinnamon flavored tequila.
Ooh, cinnamon tequila.
You know,
I might try that.
yes, it was very, very nice. I was very happy with that.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the
like,
chat, Mike. I'm gonna go to the chat for a second. Carolyn Hall says, "Is Alec Whittier some character from a movie?" No, that's my name. James Roberts says, "Have you ever had a flaming orgy?" I don't even know what that is. Do you know what that is?
No, not as a drink. Okay, I've had the first, I've had the other one, but not at the same time.
I've had a screaming orgasm. I love that. I love the drink screaming orgasm. But flaming orgy, James Robert, please tell us what the ingredients are. Mike, I'm going back to you. You got 2 more minutes. Keep on going.
Oh, all right. Now for the downer part for people to think. Had some.
Thanks.
It's well.
You're allowed. I say everything is about acceptance on my show. You're allowed to. Okay, you have the floor. You have the floor.
Downer story of the week: woman got assaulted, possibly raped next door to my house.
Wow.
On Monday. Because, you know, as I've told you guys before, I live in the hood, and on one side we've got a nice house with nice neighbors. On the other side, I have an abandoned house that, you know, with all the windows broken through, maybe boarded up, maybe not. You know, whole bunches of cats in the backyard and everything.
Now,
anyhow,
it's okay if I tell everybody you're from Chicago. Does that mean you're from the West Side?
No. Well, yes, technically. I'm from the southwest side.
Okay. So you're borderline ghetto and borderline nice places.
Well, yeah. Even back in the day, the neighborhood that I lived in was kind of like the dividing line between. Well, for those of you in Chicago and race politics and segregation and that, the area I lived in is like right on the dividing line between what used to be the white neighborhoods and the black neighborhoods. So.
Look, I'm from Boston. I know about all these lines and stuff, and the lines are fine. So Boston and Chicago have a lot of similarities.
Yes, in that. So, anyways, as near as we, you know, we had called the police, and the thing, because the woman was kind of like wailing and and screaming and whatever. But the thing that this is the part for people to think about and really be either be saddened about how things are in the world, at least the way I see them, and how and you should be, as they say, grab your significant other, hug them, and be glad that your lives can be as good as they are if you don't think your life is that good. And that was that. As near as we were from what we heard from her shouting at the police and arguing at the police for over 20 minutes before they finally hauled her away in the ambulance, was that that even though we heard like the sounds of scuffling and whatnot, when the police came, she basically was telling them that she didn't want their help, and that the thing is that even though she felt injured and whatever, just basically swearing at them to tell her to leave her alone, and that and all this awful stuff, because basically we had heard that that the guys had said something to the effect, and don't you tell them that we were here, kind of thing. So and the thing is that she's not even from the area. I mean, my neighborhood has changed a lot over the last 30 years, so it's kind of like, well, you know what, we're just about like the only white family in the area. All the other ones didn't. All the other people moved away, and the police have always asked us, well, how come you don't move? And it's like, well, who are they to move? Who are they to move into our neighborhood? But the sad thing is that if the woman with wailing and not asking for help, and these people dumped her here, as near as we could tell, because she was in she claimed to have been from some suburb that's like about 5-10 miles away, and she was attending university up on the north side of the city, which is a full 15-20 miles away.
So, I'm reading the chat here, and I have no problem talking about Chicago, but Kim comes in. He says Chicago has had bad mayors since the 1920s. Is that correct by your estimation?
They've only had 3 or 4. No, what do you call it? It depends on your definition of what is good. If you're talking about fair and impartial government, the way the ideal of government is supposed to be, no, we haven't had one.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think we've had this conversation like a month ago or something, but it's worth bringing it up again. So Obama was president for 8 years. He couldn't, and he says he's from Chicago, and he couldn't clean up Chicago. They said, "Oh, well, the Democrats run the cities," but he was a Democrat, so Obama couldn't do anything. Do you think that that's a fact? That's a fact, because you're telling me it's still fucked up. So I'm gonna. My question for you is: do you think that Donald Trump can clean up Chicago? Can anybody do it?
I'm not so sure, because the problems, the dynamics of the politics for Chicago aren't just solely because of Chicago. It's because of the interaction between Chicago and downstate Illinois, which are downstate Illinois is still massively Republican.
Correct.
Despite the fact that we had a Democrat governor a while back. And it basically comes down, there's three power structures of people pulling at everything, and someone's got to lose eventually.
Okay. That makes me think of okay. So the government, the people in power, why do they want to have ghettos in Chicago?
No, they don't. No, nobody. People, in a sense, don't want to have ghettos. But
why can't and the government is supposed to get the police and make everything clean? How come they haven't fixed up Chicago? They fixed up New York. How come they haven't fixed up Chicago?
Too many politicians, and for this is the power dynamic you got to understand of what's going on in Chicago. There's three main factions pulling at everything. There's 2 in Chicago and 1 downstate. You've got all the downstate people, the Republicans and stuff, that in their point of view, they're getting rooked by the city, and and I can look at it objectively. They feel that they're getting rooked by the city because of the fact that they have to pay for stuff that they're not going to be the beneficiaries are. Yeah, there's more people. When it comes to that thing of like, well, if you're going to give $1 to each county, well, it's not really fair to the city because there's so many people in Cook County. But if you're giving it based on the number of people, the state gets rooked because there's so many people in the city of Chicago itself. So
no, it's a large American city. I just find it amazing that our former president Obama has to tell his two daughters, "Honey, I don't want you to go to Chicago. It's too too dangerous."
Here's the thing. Obama, in terms of politics and doing stuff, it was not involved in Chicago. Okay, he lived here for all this time and everything, but he was not an active individual as far as the actual running and politics. He wasn't even a mover and shaker behind the scenes. He was part of the university intelligentsia at the University of Chicago. And what happens is that's where that's if you listen to the stereotypes about they're going on and saying, hey, I think it'd be a good idea if there was like a communist revolution, and then while the rich liberals are sipping their cognac, and the other person goes, yes, and have you heard such and such's theory on economic models? And they're all like, they're all talking about stuff, and it's all, in a sense, it's all BS because the thing is
correct
that they're not really doing anything.
Correct. And they're doing nothing. Correct.
Right. But the thing is that these are the same people, though, and this is my generational theory on politics. What happens is the reason these people exist and why Obama's in power has everything to do with the fact that that these people, the liberals for the most part, never accepted that as part of our type of society, you have to accept compromise and that sometimes you're going to lose. The reason they don't accept that is because these are the same people that were, well, for the most part, the protesting hippies back in the 60s.
Correct.
And that would not accept. They were idealists then, and now they're the corrupt guys now.
No, you're right, though. They're corrupt now. That's the thing. And this is what I'm trying to figure out and I'm going to leave. I'm going to close out with you because I want to put on Ben Arslan.
Okay.
Is that do you think Donald Trump? I'm going to ask it again. It's a yes or no question. Can Donald Trump clean up Chicago in 8 years? Nope.
No, it can't be done until one of the three groups are destroyed in Chicago, and that's what I was trying to get at. The three groups are basically the city government led by Mayor Rahm Emanuel. You'll remember.
I know that name. I know their name. But hold on a second. So they have more power than Trump?
No, it's all, as they always say, it's all about the money. And so what happens is, and this is where I think, let me finish it quick. I know I talk a lot at times, but this is how it works.
You got 30 seconds.
Okay, Chicago needs money to support all the people. Okay, but the previous mayors, this is the one F up that they did, was that they promised the Chicago's teachers union way too much in terms of retirement and promises, just like they did the state employees in Wisconsin a while back.
Correct.
The teachers union basically holds our children over a barrel and basically say we're going to go on strike, which if they do, screws the downstate Illinois, because then the state doesn't get federal money for federal funding for the things that they want.
Okay, your 30 seconds are up. Sorry, I've got.
And then let me finish. And the third thing is downstate. So what happens is that the big agent that's involved in all this is this one representative. His name is Mike Madigan, and we call because of him we call it Madiganistan because what he does is he's holding the downstate he's from Chicago, and he holds the downstate legislature hostage, kind of like Chuck E. Schumer does in the Capitol. At the U.S. Capitol.
Yeah, I know.
Basically, he ties everything down and makes the Democrats vote as a solid block, which prevents any legislation from getting done. So the downstate governor wants to break the teachers union. The city kind of wants to break the teachers union. This guy, who's a supporter of the unions, prevents that from happening. The teachers union threatens to go on strike. So, and in the meantime,
I think we understand all that. We understand all that. I'm going on a hard break. I like to use that word. I'm on a hard break here. Mike, thank you so much for being on the show. You're welcome back. You're welcome back anytime. Okay. That's the type of thing we like in the Blackie Fitzpatrick show. Mike is one of the good guys. Now it's just Ben Arson is not green anymore. Ben, turn your fucking thing back on. Shit, I have no idea what's going on here. But I tell you, one thing is corruption is rampant, and I don't know. They managed to clean up in New York City a lot, and so it can be done. Why Chicago can't be cleaned up? I don't know. Why do they want to have ghettos? I don't know. There's a reason for it. There is a reason for it. And it's not because of racism or we don't care about certain people. I don't think it's because of that. There has to be a way to solve this problem. If we're talking about making America great, there's got to be a way to solve this problem. And I'm not talking, maybe I am talking about utopia. I mean, there's so much money in the world. How can, and people are killing each other so they can buy fucking drugs or Oxycontin pills, and it's I need my fucking fix. I'm gonna take my grandmother's television, and all these stories that don't get reported all the time, and it's like, there's gotta be some way to really like make the system really work. Right now the system is fucked. The system doesn't really, it's dysfunctional. If we have people lost, and we're supposed to say we're from a first world, and I'm talking to England, I'm talking to France, I'm talking to Austria, Canada, America, whatever. I still want to talk to the North Pole and the South Pole. We don't have any of these problems. I don't know. North Pole and the South Pole, is that fourth world? I don't know. Is it fifth world? Because it's like, you got nothing there, man. That's where you really, humanity, survival. And if someone's living in a ghetto, it's like, that also comes into the survival thing. I mean, I've been to Haiti. I love going to Haiti. Haiti was great. Fucking loved it. There was so much life in the people's eyes. Just the same amount of life when I was in prison in Florida. You see life in people's eyes because they don't want to lose their freedom. And then, but it's when people start like giving you money and turning into criminals. And in Chicago, and Kim was right. He's talking about 1920s. It hasn't really changed. The people who are in charge of Chicago hasn't changed. Obviously, statistically, it's one of the most fucked up cities in America. And when I say America, I mean North America, South America, and Central America, and the Caribbean. Okay, I'm going to go back to Google. Hang on, see if I can get Ben. Ben said he wanted to be on the show, so I'm going to try to give him a call. He says he's been off for 20 minutes. Let's see, Ben, wake up! I'm calling you. Fuck. But Mike, you were great. Always welcome back. Hello and welcome to the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show. Tell us your name and tell us your district in Vienna.
Hey, Alec, Blackie, can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. You're live on the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show. You have the floor.
So my district is the 3rd district.
Ooh, 3rd district. I'm living in the 10th district. What's the difference between the 3rd district and the 10th district?
The 10th district has a lot of Turks and a lot of Afghans and a lot of different people from different countries.
So there's a lot of foreigners living in my district.
Yes, a lot of Yugos, a lot of Turks, a lot of whatever.
And in your district, is it pure Austrian?
It has a lot more Austrians, and it's a little bit more first world. But whatever.
Oh, so hold on a second. You're saying I live in the second world?
That sort of.
Okay,
But it's
no comment.
yeah.
Okay, Ben, you got the floor.
Okay. When we're talking about the system, I actually really do. I mean, it's interesting what you were talking about, but let me get straight here. I had something really confusing happening to me.
Okay.
Clemens, I played the CD in Clemens' car, and he listened to it, and he was sort of a little bit drunk, but he said he hates all the other songs. He kind of likes Computer, but he thinks that Girl in Red is the best one. And he hates the other ones, and he thinks we should delete it, and we should not even sell the CDs.
Okay. We need a clarification here, Ben. I'm sorry to cut you off. Who is Clemens?
Clemens is a good friend of mine. He's very rock and roll. He's a musician. He worked with a lot of prominent people back in the 90s and 80s. And I'm helping him carrying rice because he sells a lot of rice to Chinese restaurants all around Vienna, and I'm helping him carrying the rice, and I get good money for it.
Can I call him Rice Man and call you Rice Boy?
On the whole show, no.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to tell funny jokes once in a while. Continue.
Yeah, I know you. You're cool.
He doesn't like Computer.
He doesn't really like Computer.
Ben. Then tell him to fuck off because everybody else does. You're getting played on Harmony's show. You're getting played on Rock and Roll show. You're getting played on Kush 420 show. You're getting played on Gorf. You're getting played on my show. Okay, people. Everyone says it's great. So Clemens was a little bit drunk and he was driving, and he's Rice Man. Whatever. I don't give a fuck what he says.
I know, but okay, he worked together with a lot of prominent people. I don't care.
So have I. So have I.
I work. You.
Stop saying the word prominent. Nobody understands it.
Okay, celebrities, whatever. Important people, whatever.
No, important people also is degrading. I've worked with a lot of famous people. Okay, so he worked with a lot of famous people.
Yeah, me too.
From Austria. I worked with a lot of famous people from Boston.
No,
who gives a shit?
Germany and
he knows the German market. The German market is the second biggest music market in the world. That's impressive. England is third.
Yeah.
England is third. America is first for music. So I worked with a lot of famous. Who cares? That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't.
I know.
Here's what we say in English. It doesn't mean diddly squat that I've worked with famous people in America. Who gives a flying fuck?
No, but obviously, I mean, you could tell if somebody knows what good music is and who doesn't. So somehow I listened to what he said, but I was really confused because he really likes Girl in Red, but he doesn't really like Computer, and I tell you why. And he told me because he doesn't like the second bridge when it comes to after the second verse. I don't want to be the same. You know the part, right?
Yeah, of course. I was there writing.
He doesn't like that because there's no built up in it. There's no fire in it. There's no difference in it. So I mean, yeah, and whatever. He was screaming at me and whatever. And
he was drunk. He was drunk because I'm sorry. I can think of a million hits right now where the second bridge is always the same. So,
but he has a lot of great songs, and he wrote 1,000 songs, and I don't even know how a guy that wrote such great music could not like Computer. I don't even fucking know why and how.
He's jealous. He's jealous. That's why he's jealous. Because you're young and you're still doing it, and he's old and he's over the hill.
He says he wants to help me with giving me advices and shit. So I don't even know if you're right with that. I don't even know, but maybe you're right.
I am right. Don't listen to him. His advice is shit because he's to tell you that nigga, Computer is our best song for final production.
I think Girl in Red is one of the greatest. Computer and Girl in Red I think are the biggest hits in the CD. And just for everybody, everybody in the chat, listens to me right now, please listen because this is really exciting. There's a music video coming out with a new song called "Girl in Red," so stay tuned. And
hey Ben, should I play "Girl in Red" now? It'll be the
you
first.
could one time.
It'll be the first time on the Blackie Fitzpatrick show. Let me see if I can find.
Can I stay on while that?
Yeah, just mute your microphone and don't say anything, and we'll play this song.
Okay, 1 second. Before you play the song, don't play it too loud because it distorts on.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. Which version should I play? Is it pre-master VXD or is it Girl in Red 4416?
No, it's the. Whoa! You don't even have the very last.
Master. No, I think I do. I think it's called pre-master VXD. That's the latest one I have. Who cares? I'll play the first one I got.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Don't say anything and turn your microphone off. And this is a brand new. And anybody who's Googled Ben Arson, you can hear him singing this song in a lot of different places. But this is the studio production where I produced, and it's actually I'm quite pleased with the song as well. And some people say this is Ben's favorite song, "Girl in Red."
It's a big production.
been listening to Ben Arslan, Girl in Red. And hey, I think I have a great idea. I'm going to send the MP3 to Harmony, and I'll send the MP3
Blackie,
to Don. What?
You don't have the last version. I'm gonna send you the last version right now.
No, everybody. No. Hold on. This is my show. I get to talk first. Caroline says you got a great voice, but why does it sound like shit? It's because I'm playing it through my speakers, and I don't have the capabilities which Harmony and Kush 420, Rock and Roll. They know how to like play it direct, and it sounds fucking super great. But we got a lot of thumbs up. They like that stuff. So is it okay, Ben? Because I wrote the song too. Can I send it to my people here in America and so they can play it without copyright problems?
Yes, but I'm sending you now the real master.
Ooh, we got a new one.
Yes, because it's the very final one, and I want you to send the very final.
Okay. Send it to me. And then I'm gonna share it with Harmony and with Kush and Rock and Roll. And I'll send another one to Carolyn, who's a new listener on the Blackie Fitzpatrick show. And thanks, guys, for listening to. Because that's a debut for me. I never played that song before. For me, it sounded fresh in my ears, and I thought, "Wow, that song is big." There's a lot of strings in there, isn't there? It sounds like there's an orchestra.
Yeah, there's a lot of strings.
Well, Ben, that was your idea. I'm just your producer. Ben told me. He says, "Hey, Alec." He says, "I'm sorry." He says, "Hey, Blackie." He says, "How do I get an orchestra in?" And I says, "That's my job." So we got the Vienna, the State Opera House.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Vicky says it would sound great with a better speaker setup. No, it would sound better if it was direct input. But I got banned, so I can't figure out how to turn that thing back on right now until my ban has been lifted. They don't let me play with playing direct links anymore. I got banned for playing Duran Duran. But Ben, I gotta say bye bye. Ben, I have to say bye bye. I'm gonna be nice and give you 2 minutes. You have the floor.
Okay, so it's gonna take a while until I send it to your email account.
Well, whatever. We'll sort it out tomorrow. I'll send it to all the gals and the guys tomorrow. But it'd be nice because they're playing computer all the time right now. Perfect quality, right? Total MP3 quality.
You might get it today, and then you can send it to Harmony.
Well, after the show, I'm going to bed. So.
No, not after the show. Maybe while after, whatever.
Yeah, just send it to me whenever. But you got 2 minutes.
Okay, so I was talking to Clemens today, to the Rice Man, as you would call him.
Rice Man, and okay, Rice Boy, continue your story.
Okay, I'm continuing. So he would delete. That was a good thing in the other ones. I don't even know why, but I wouldn't delete it, and I'll stay strong, and I'll stay on my opinion, and I won't delete it. And guys, be prepared and stay tuned for the next album that Blackie and I are producing right now, and it's going to come out in September. We're really excited about it. Okay, that was it.
I gave you 2 minutes. And you took like fucking 43 seconds. That's it. Okay, Ben Arslan, thanks for being on the show. I'm gonna sign off here because Isabella's gonna wake up early. Hey, it's my pleasure, buddy. Now Ben's one of the cool guys. I love working with Ben. We got along from day one. He's really easy to work with. He's very fast, just like me. And Ben, you're welcome back any time.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.
That's the type of thing we like, huh? Ben Arslan live on the Blackie Fitzpatrick show. Okay, I'm going to kill this show now. You guys have been so super great. Maybe JB will wake up from his nap. Maybe he's on already live right now. I don't know. You guys have been. I'm sorry I haven't been reading the chat. I've been busy. But for me, it's always fun to get different people on. Oh shit, it started. Ciao from now. Blackie says bye.
She must go so smile for his nostalgia. her apology. Everybody else what should know. Who's watching her go? You can still believe there's a person out there someday strong. She will return. She will in his life. He never she rises to her apology. Anybody else would should know. We're watching her go.
Thanks again, guys. Thanks again, guys. Every day, every early evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Blackie Fitzpatrick Show is live. See you tomorrow. Ciao.